Hello friends, welcome to SSP Math. Today we are going to start a new course, that is linear algebra and stochastic process. In this course there are 6 units. First unit is matrices, second unit is application of matrices, third unit is vector space and inner product space. Fourth unit, these 3 units is on linear algebra, means first 3 units is on linear algebra and last 3 units is on stochastic processes, that is the part of probability. So unit number 4 is probability and random variable, unit number 5 is probability distribution, and unit number 6 is stochastic processes. So this is our course structure. Now our first unit is matrices. Okay, so what are our syllabus contents? Our syllabus contents are in matrices. First we have to learn rank of matrix, then normal form of matrix, after that system of linear equations, means how we find the solution of system of linear equations using matrix method. After that orthogonal matrix, orthogonal transformation, linear transformation, and last topic of this unit is eigenvalues and eigenvector. So after learning all these points, means after learning whole session, you will be able to, this is the outcome of this unit, so you will be able to first define the term matrix, then from that matrix you will be able to find the rank of matrix and use it to decide the nature of solution of linear system. Also you will be able to demonstrate an understanding of how to translate a linear system into a matrix form. Also you determine whether the matrix is an orthogonal or not, and also the students, means you will be able to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors and use them in the applications. Now we will start our actually unit number 1, that is matrices. So first part is introductory part, means a word matrix. Its singular word is matrix and plural word is matrices, means more than one matrix, then that are the matrices, and only one matrix, that is called as matrix. So the term matrix was introduced by the 19th century English mathematician James Sylvester, but it was his friend the mathematician Arthur Cayley who developed the algebraic aspects of matrices in 2 papers in the 1850s. Cayley first applied them to the study of system of linear equations, where they are still very useful. They are also important because, as Cayley recognized, certain sets of matrices form algebraic systems in which many of the ordinary laws of arithmetic, for example the associative and distributive laws, are valid, but in which other laws, for example the commutative law, are not valid. Historically, it was found the matrix but a certain number associated with a square array of numbers called the determinant that was first recognized. Only gradually did the idea of the matrix as an algebraic entity emerge. Applications of matrices are found in most scientific fields. So now we are studying in engineering, and in our course first unit is matrices. So why we study this matrices? What are the applications of matrices in engineering? What is real life applications? So there are some applications. So first application is in every branch of physics, optics, electromagnetism, quantum mechanics, and quantum electrodynamics. They are, means matrices are used to study physical phenomena such as the motion of rigid bodies. Also, matrices have also come to have important applications in computer graphics, where they have been used to represent rotations and other transformations of images. In computer graphics, they are used to manipulate 3D models and project them onto a two-dimensional screen. Matrices have wide application in engineering, physics, economics, and statistics, as well as in various branches of mathematics. In probability theory and statistics, stochastic matrices are used to describe sets of probabilities. For instance, they are used within the PageRank algorithm that ranks the pages in a Google search. Means in Google search engine also matrices are applicable. In circuit theory, matrices are used to solve for current or voltage problems. Then next application is in electromagnetic field theory, which is a fundamental course for communication engineering. Conception of divergence, curl are important. Then for other fields of engineering, computer memory extensively uses the conception of partition of matrices. If the matrices size gets larger than the space of computer memory, it divides the submatrices into submatrices and does calculations. Also, matrices can be cleverly used in cryptography. Exchanging secret information using matrix is very robust and easy in one sense. We know matrices are used in MATLAB also. This software is widely used in engineering fields and MATLAB's default data type is matrix. Evolution of matrix theory is from system of linear equations because mathematical model of some physical system problem in the form of simultaneous equation which can be solved by matrix method also using matrices we can solve some traffic problems. Okay, so these are the some real life applications of matrices or the applications in engineering. So why we study the matrix? Now actually how we define the matrix, what is the definition of matrix? So definition is very simple. First, suppose we have to define m by n matrix. So actually how we write definitions, the arrangement of mn elements means in m by n matrix m into n elements are there. So the arrangement of mn elements are arranged in m rows and n columns. This is very simple way. The arrangement of mn elements arranged in m rows and n columns enclosed by square brackets called matrix of order m by n. And we know that generally matrix is denoted by the capital letters and its elements are denoted by small letters. So here matrix A is equal to, first row is A11, A12, A13, A1n, A21, A22, A23, A2n, A31, A32, A33, A3n up to so on this AM1, AM2, AM3, AMn. Means here this matrix has m rows and n columns. So this is first row, this is second, third up to so on m rows and n columns. So order of this matrix is m by n. Okay, so this is the definition of matrix. Now there are some types of matrices. So these types of matrices you already learn in 11th or 12th standard. So first type is row matrix. Row matrix is also called as row vector. So what is meant by row matrix? Any number of columns but only one row is called as row matrix. For example, this matrix. Any number of columns. This matrix has 3 columns. First column is this one, second is 1, third is 6, but only one row. So such type of matrices are called as row matrix. Then next one is column matrix. Column matrix means again only one column and any number of rows is called column matrix, or it is called as column vector. For example, here in first matrix, first column is 1, 4, 2. Only one column A, but rows are 3. That is, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. Okay, the next type is zero matrix. Zero matrix is also called as null matrix. Zero matrix means the matrix in which all elements are zero, called as zero matrix. For example, this matrix here 0 0 0 0. Okay, so order of this matrix is 2 by 2, so this matrix is called as null matrix. Then next one is rectangular matrix. In rectangular matrix, number of rows and number of columns are not equal. So such type of matrices are called as rectangular matrix. For example, in definition, we define m by n matrix. In that matrix, if m is not equal to n, m is not equal to n means number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Such type of matrices are called as rectangular matrix. For example, this matrix is rectangular matrix. Here rows are 3 and columns are 2. So this matrix is not rectangular matrix because number of rows and number of columns are same, 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so next type of matrix is square matrix. What is meant by square matrix? In square matrix, number of rows and number of columns are always same, means m equal to n. For example, this matrix is square matrix, 1 1 3 0, 2 rows and 2 columns. This is also square matrix, 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, so next type of matrix is diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means a square matrix where all the elements are 0 except those on the main diagonal. That such type of matrix are called as diagonal matrix. What is the meaning of this sentence? That is, aij equal to 0 for I is not equal to j, or aij is not equal to 0 for I equal to j. Means diagonal matrix means diagonal elements जो होते हैं 1 2 1, these diagonal elements are non-zero and non-diagonal elements are 0. So such type of matrices are called as diagonal matrix. And diagonal matrix is also square matrix. Square matrix means in diagonal matrix, number of rows and number of columns are always same. So what are the diagonal elements? Diagonal elements means in previous slides we define matrix, that is definition of matrix. In that means here this a11, this a22, this a33 up to so on amn, these elements are called as diagonal elements and remaining elements are non-diagonal elements. Okay, so in diagonal matrix all non-diagonal elements are non-zero and non-diagonal elements are 0. So such type of matrices are called as diagonal matrix. Next type is unit matrix or identity matrix. Unit matrix means a diagonal matrix with ones on the main diagonal. Means unit matrix is डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स. अब डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स क्या होती है? उसके नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट 0 होते हैं. यूनिट मैट्रिक्स क्या है? डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स है. ओके, मीन्स उसके जो डायगोनल एलिमेंट है वो क्या होते हैं? 1 1 होते हैं. 1 1 मीन्स नॉन जीरो एंड नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स आर 0. So unit matrix can be written as 2 by 2 unit matrix, that is 1 0 0 1. So this matrix we can write I2. I2 means 1 0 0 1. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This matrix can be written as I3 because our next topic is normal form. In that we have to use this I2 and I3. So unit matrix means all diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0, and that matrix is diagonal matrix means number of rows and number of columns are always same. Then symmetric matrix. Next type is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix means a square matrix A is said to be symmetric if and only if A transpose is equal to A. So A transpose is equal to A means, what is meant by transpose of matrix? Transpose of matrix means if we interchange rows and columns of matrix, then that matrix remains same. So such type of matrices are called as transpose of matrix. Okay, so symmetric matrix means A is equal to A transpose. For example, this matrix 2 minus 1 minus 1 1. If we interchange rows and column of this matrix, ये देखो यहाँ पर फर्स्ट रो है 2 minus 1, इसको यदि इंटरचेंज किया तो उसको फर्स्ट कॉलम क्या आएगा? 2 minus 1. रो का कॉलम करो, कॉलम का रो करो, मैट्रिक्स सेम मिलेगी. मीन्स हियर A इक्वल टू A ट्रांसपोज. सो दिस मैट्रिक्स इज कॉल्ड एज सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. नेक्स्ट वन इज skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix means a square matrix A is skew symmetric if and only if A transpose is equal to minus A. Now listen carefully here. If and only if A transpose equal to minus A means Aij equal to minus Abi and Aii equal to 0. सो इन स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिसेस डायगोनल एलिमेंट जो होते हैं वो जीरो होते हैं, डायगोनल एलिमेंट जीरो होते हैं, जो नॉन डायगोनल एलिमेंट है उसका यदि ट्रांसपोज लिया तो वो -1 से इक्वल आना चाहिए, -1 के इक्वल आना चाहिए, तभी हम कह सकते हैं दैट मैट्रिक्स इज स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. फॉर एग्जांपल हियर दिस फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स इज 0 1 -1 0. इसका यदि ट्रांसपोज फाइंड किया तो वो क्या आएगा 0 -1 1 एंड 0. ओके, सो दिस इज द ट्रांसपोज ऑफ दिस मैट्रिक्स. एंड यदि यही मैट्रिक्स को माइनस साइन ने मल्टीप्लाई किया तो सेम मैट्रिक्स मिलेगी हमें, मीन्स ए ट्रांसपोज इज इक्वल टू -a and diagonal elements are 0 here. So such type of matrices are called as skew symmetric matrices. Then next one is scalar matrix. Scalar matrix means a diagonal matrix in which all main diagonal elements are equal. Again, scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which all diagonal elements are equal and non-diagonal elements are 0. So such type of matrices are called as scalar matrix. Now you tell me, is unit matrix is scalar matrix? Yes. In unit matrix all diagonal elements are 1, means that are the same elements, so unit matrix is scalar matrix. Okay, but diagonal matrix is not scalar matrix. Why? Diagonal matrix में डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स नॉन जीरो होते हैं बट वो इक्वल ही हो गए ऐसा नहीं है. एवरी डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स इज नॉट स्केलर मैट्रिक्स बट एवरी स्केलर मैट्रिक्स इज डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स. एवरी यूनिट मैट्रिक्स इज scalar matrix. Okay, so next type is upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix means a square matrix in which all the elements below the principal diagonal 0. Principal diagonals are 1 2 1 and the square matrix in which all the elements below the principal diagonal means ये जो diagonal है 1 2 एंड 1, इसके बिलो जो एलिमेंट है ये 0 0 0, ये एलिमेंट कैसे चाहिए 0 चाहिए. दैट मैट्रिक्स इज कॉल्ड एज अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. एंड लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स मीन्स द एलिमेंट्स अबव द डायगोनल्स आर 0. देखो यहाँ पर सेम एग्जांपल है 1 2 1 डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है, ये 1 2 1 एंड इसके अबव वाले एलिमेंट कैसे 0 है. सो दिस मैट्रिक्स इज कॉल्ड एज upper triangular matrix, not upper, lower triangular matrix. Okay, then next type is singular matrix. We know singular matrix means determinant of that matrix is equal to 0. For example, this matrix given a, and if you find the value of determinant of this, that value is 0, means here determinant of a equal to 0. So this matrix is called as singular matrix. And non-singular matrix means if determinant of matrix is not equal to 0, then that matrix is called as non-singular matrix. So these are the types of matrices you already learn in 11th or 12th standard. Then for solving the matrice problems on matrices, most important thing is we have to use some operations. That operations may be row operations or column operations. So in our syllabus also one topic is given, a elementary transformation of matrix. Okay, so how we use the operation? So first operation is the interchange of any two rows or column. Interchange of any two rows or column means here R12, or we can write this operation this way also, R12, or in general Rij. So what is the meaning of this? Interchange first row with second, or interchange ith row with j. Means instead of R1 write R2, instead of R2 write R1. Same operation we can use in column also. C12 means interchange first and second column. Then second operation is multiplication of any row or column by a non-zero number. Means suppose मुझे R1 को 2 ने मल्टीप्लाई करना है तो मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूँ 2R1. यदि मुझे R1 को -1 ने मल्टीप्लाई करना है तो we can write -R1 this way. Similarly we can multiply by column also. Suppose I have to multiply C1 by 3, so C1 becomes 3C1 this way. C1 कैसे चेंज होगा 3 ने मल्टीप्लाई करके वो कॉलम आएगा. Then next operation is addition of a constant multiple of the elements of any row or column to the corresponding elements of any other row or column. That is R1 becomes R1 minus 2R2. So what is the meaning of this? R1 becomes R1 minus 2R2. So meaning of this, R1 minus 2R2 means जो R2 है उस R2 को 2 ने मल्टीप्लाई करके R1 से सब्सट्रैक्ट करो एंड रो कौन सा चेंज होगा हमारा R1. So this R1 becomes R1 minus 2R2. So this is one operation. Same operation we can use in column also this way. Okay. So these are the elementary transformation of a matrices. So this is the basic part of matrices you already learn in 11th and 12th standard. In next video or in next lecture we will take our actual topic of syllabus, that is rank of matrix. That is the new topic for you. So in next video we will start rank of matrix. Thank you.